Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the new functionality introduced as part of 21A release. How to prevent general ledger period closure when open subledger periods exist. To prevent the closure of a general ledger accounting period, if the accounting period for any of the corresponding subledgers is still open, or if incomplete accounting entries or transactions exist for the period, this ensures an effective period close process by validating that all transactions are complete and that incomplete transactions are not held up during the close. The good part is that now assets module is included in the list of subledgers along with the existing cost management, payables, receivables, and revenue management subledgers. By including the asset subledger, the period status of the asset books are also checked and the general ledger period close is prevented if any of the asset books enabled for posting to the primary ledger have not been closed. The prevention of period closure applies only to the primary ledger. The period close process prevents the corresponding general ledger accounting period from closing if any of the following exception exist. Exception 1, period status exceptions when subledger accounting periods are not closed. Exception 2, transaction exception when unprocessed and untransferred subledger transaction exist, pending intercompany transactions, pending transactions in the general ledger interface, unposted transaction in general ledger. Before performing this new feature, let us see how existing functionality works. For this, let us navigate to the period close page and try to close the current open period. Let us click on the general ledger open and we see here January 1, 2021 is in open status. So let us close this period. Close period. It gives us a warning message, but it allows us to close. Click on yes. It has submitted a process request. So let us go to the schedule process and check for the status. Click on the navigator, tools, schedule processes. You can see close general ledger periods has completed with status warning. Let us go back to period close page and let us see if the period has been closed. We see here January 1, 2021 has been closed. Now let us perform the steps which has been enabled as part of 21A. For this, we need to navigate to specify ledger options page. Click on setup and maintenance. Select offerings to financials. Select general ledger functional area and click on task specify ledger options within scope of our ledger. Now you can see here. So this is the option we need to enable. Prevent general ledger period closure when open subledger period exists. Click on this. Save and close. Now navigate back to general accounting and let us try to close the period. I'm clicking on general ledger open, and now let us close the February 2021 period. Click on close period. Now you can see system is showing error message. Earlier it shows a warning message and it allowed us to close the period. But here it is preventing and it says the prevent general ledger period closure when open subledger period exists ledger option is enabled for the ledger US primary ledger. And it is not allowing us because the subledgers payables, receivables, projects and costing and assets periods are not closed. Click on OK. So this is how this functionality works. And now the good part is that we have one option where we can exclude any of the ledgers to be part of this validation. So let us see how to enable that exception. So navigate to setup and maintenance. Select offerings financials, functional area general ledger, and search for manage general ledger lookup. Click on this and search for lookup type Aura GL included static period close and click on search. Here you can find all these applications as enabled. Now if I don't want any of the application to be part of this validation, I need to disable this option and save and close. Now let us navigate back to the period close page and let us see what system shows us. So click on general ledger open. So I'm clicking on February 2021 and I'm clicking on close period. So now you can see again system has shown us the error message. And now if you observe only payables, project, costing and assets model are include, receivable is not included in this validation. And this is because of that exclusion setup what we have enabled. Thank you all.